Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pre-game playlist. Let's go. It's the pre-game playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's
go. Yo, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday, July 10th, man. We are at the precipice of a weekend, man. We are at the beginning of a weekend, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here on the pregame playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it, man. Shout out to you all so much, man, for rocking with us here on the pregame playlist every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for continuing to rock with us here, man. As always, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. It is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday. We are about to get into the weekend, man. Shout out to you all, man. We appreciate y'all so much. I'll say this, man. Last night, I got some really good sleep last night. I got some really good sleep last night, man. It felt great, man. How about you all, man? I'm gonna try to. I feel a little bit better than I did yesterday, man. So I feel great, man. But today's show, man, we're gonna have a great time on today's show. As you can tell, today's show, we're talking college sports today. We're talking college football today on today's show, man. Of course, man, in hour one, man, what are we going to talk about today in hour one? Of course, you already know we're going to give you the headlines you need to know across sports and culture with the pregame post. Of course, we're going to do that. And then also, of course, man, we're going to talk about this list that came out from ESPN where they ranked the top college football coaches in the sport. And we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to see if we agree with the list. If we disagree with the list, it will take somebody off the list, or we'll rearrange this list. But I'm telling you, man, it is going to be a great conversation there with that as well, man. Also, man, in the first hour, we got the greatest, the hottest, the coolest music that you can listen to, man, here on the pregame playlist, because this is the pregame playlist, you know. So we'll be playing the coolest and the hottest music that you can listen to. Then when we slide on to hour two, when we get ready to slide over to hour two, man, we're gonna get into a list that came out from College Football Report. There's this notion in college football that older teams that have veterans presences on those teams are teams that are going to win national championships, or they're going to compete. But i.e., people are using Indiana as a measuring stick now based on everything, because they had a very veteran seasoned team last year, and that team won a national championship. So guess what? There is a list that came out from College Football Report, and it stated these are the teams that have the most returning snaps. Now, most returning snaps does not necessarily mean the most veteran team or the oldest team, but they do have a list that came out, and we're going to explore that list as well. And man, of course, also, man, we giving our flag on the play, which is my favorite segment of the show, man, to somebody or something or someone that just does something that's just very questionable, or just makes you think, like, why would you do that? Or would I even do that? Probably not. But we'll talk about it, man. And then, of course, we're going to end this thing later on when we get ready to close this thing with the quote of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate you all so much for continuing to rock with us here, man. It's 5 minutes after the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. We're going to get ready to slide into our first break right here, man. And when we come back from the first break, we are going to be giving you the headlines that you need to know in sports, culture, and across the landscape, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame playlist. You know what time it is. 5 minutes after the hour. Good morning to you, man.
Yeah. Look, it's one of them. Talk to him. Yeah. I've been quiet. Yeah, look, it's one of them. Talk to him. I've been quiet, I've been building in the silence, though. Yeah. Late nights, early mornings where the mileage grow. Pressure make diamonds, I just let the time define me. Facts. Others looking past me, now they looking, trying to find me. Where you at? I was down bad, had to reroute the vision. Now I'm seeing clearer, every move got precision. Clean, had to cut the noise just to hear my intuition. Listen, now I speak life every time I'm spitting these writtens. Talk to him, mama said be patient, God got a plan, amen. So I stay 10 toes, never folded my hand, never. They was playing checkers, I was moving like chess. Now I'm 3 steps ahead, they still stuck on the stress. I feel it now, feel it. Something shifted, pressure turning into power. I've been leveling up, I can't stay where I was. Had to bet on myself, I ain't waiting on love. They was doubting the vision, now they see what it does. I was planting them seeds, now I'm growing the buzz. Every loss, every scar, yeah, it came with a lesson. I was down in the storm, still I counted my blessings. Now I move with a purpose, every step is progression. Progress, I don't talk about it, I just show the direction. Let's go, 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 go. Beast mode, yeah, I flip that switch quick. Came from the mud, now I'm talking big business. Vision too strong, I don't deal with the limits. If I said it, then I'm in it, I'ma finish. I'ma fit it, see the grind, to see the results. They ain't feel the pressure, they just fit in your applause. I was in the dark, had to learn how to spark now.
The biggest stories in sports deserve bigger conversations. Join us every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Around the Cooler on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Bold opinions, heated debates, and unfiltered sports talk. It all happens Around the Cooler, where we talk that score.
The coolest morning show is in your ear. It's the pregame playlist.
Friday night, Country Road 69. Friday sunset, keys on the table. Mama said, boy, don't stay out too late though. Took a left turn off that old state line, headed to a party just 20 minutes down the drive. Got my boots on the dash, window cracked, George Strait singing through the radio static. Thought I'd be there by 8:45, but time moves different on County Road 69. Yeah, that road got stories. Every mile got a name. You can leave looking for one thing and never leave the same. Front porch lights and a couple old souls waving me down while they're rocking real slow. Miss Betty said, boy, where you been all this time? Hey, where you been? I sat there laughing, drinking sweet tea and wine. One wrong turn on the right place at the right time. Right place, right time. Might change your whole damn life overnight. Yeah, the world gets wild past the county line. You never know what you'll find on County Road 69. County Road 69. County Road 69.
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
Back road dream.
Back road dreams.
Dirt road running, yeah, the tires still spinning. Mama in the kitchen said, boy, go get it. Had a big dream sitting way past the limit. Small town vision, but I knew I was different. Screen door slamming, had the radio loud. Talking to the stars like I'm leaving this town. Didn't have a lot, but I had that sound. Turned pain into gold, turned lost in the crown. Late nights plotting with a notebook dream. While the whole world slept, I was up, still steam. Felt that fire, couldn't fight that feeling. Back road boy, but I knew I was leaving.
I'm leaving. We were chasing them back roads. Windows down with a tank on E.
Praying
one day we finally see what we believe.
From them gravel roads to them bright lights, tears we cry in them long nights.
God had a plan, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we made it off them back road dreams.
Now it's go time, yeah, the boy done leveled up. Same dirt road roots, I just never gave it up. Never same old pain, but I turned it into books. In the rank, small town, now they screaming I'm the one. Remember cold nights, I was sleeping on a vision. Cold, now I'm wide awake, living everything I'm giving. Took a lot of losses just to see a couple wins. Now I'm riding clean, but I came up out the mud. They ain't see it then, now they all wanna witness. Back row soul with a big time image. Still that kid with a dream and ambition. Now I'm standing in the light that I envisioned. I made it.
We were chasing them back road dreams. Windows down with a tank on E. Praying one day we finally see what we believe.
From them gravel roads to them bright lights, tears we cry in them long nights.
God had a plan, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we made it off them back road dreams.
Y'all already know what time it is. Yo, locked in. With the pregame playlist. Good morning. Your sports. Your playlist.
Yo, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame playlist. Listen, you know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get to the pregame posters, the headlines you need to know across sports, news, and culture. Let's go.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, man. Y'all know what time it is. This is the pregame post, man. The headlines in sports, news, and culture that you need to know to get your morning started, man. It's just the pregame. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Kawhi Leonard may not be headed to Toronto just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, the trade that involved in Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors and Brandon Ingram to the Clippers is on hold by the NBA. The NBA is investigating. On June 30th, the Clippers and Raptors agreed in principle to a blockbuster trade sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 2027 first-round pick swap. The trade cannot be finalized until the NBA completes its investigation into whether the Clippers circumvented the salary cap by funneling money to Leonard through a $28 million endorsement deal with the now bankrupt company Aspiration. Ooh, wow. The co-owner of that company, Joe Sandberg, has already been convicted and sentenced to 14 years in prison for a separate fraud scheme. The Clippers owner, Steve Ballmer, personally invested $50 to $60 million in Aspiration and denies knowledge of any Leonard deal. Leonard and his uncle / advisor, Dennis Robinson, have been interviewed by the league investigators. There's no set timetable, but the NBA says it expects the outside law firm to finish this in the coming weeks. So right now, as it stands, that trade is on hold. So Kawhi Leonard is still a member of the Los Angeles Clippers. So they don't get that taken care of or resolved in a timely manner. We could go into the season with Kawhi Leonard still being a member of the Los Angeles Clippers. So we'll figure out what happens with that, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely keep an eye on that one. Hopefully we'll get some more updates on that, man. Terrion Arnold has cleared waivers. He is now a free agent. As you all know, Terrion Arnold, 23, was the Lions' first-round pick, number 24 overall in 2024 out of Alabama. Was projected to start, obviously, DJ Reed this upcoming season, especially on the team that had opportunity, that had Super Bowl aspirations for the Detroit Lions. He was released by Detroit on June 29th after being arrested on felony charges of armed robbery, kidnapping tied to the February incident in the Tampa area. We talked about that last week. He posted a $1 million bond and was released from custody. Conditions include no contact with co-defendants, witnesses, surrendering his passport, and staying confined to his Tallahassee residence, except for football or legal obligation. He cleared waivers unclaimed. He was unclaimed He was unclaimed on July 6th, making him a free agent. But his attorney says 3 NFL teams have already expressed interest and anticipate a deal to happen within 30 days. I read that the Las Vegas Raiders may be a team that may want to check out Terrion Arnold. Hey man, I'm happy for him, man, because I to this day I still don't understand why he did what he did. But hey, hopefully he gets another opportunity to go out there and prove that he can play, because he can play, he can ball. I just don't agree with what he did, and I just think that when you're in that situation of where you are right now, there was no need for you to do what you did. You know what I'm saying? Go rebuy all the other stuff that you had. That's all I'm saying. Go rebuy it. this LeBron James free agency situation is getting crazier by the day. There are reports that are saying reports that say that Steph Curry has been in contact with LeBron James by text message. They're also saying there has been a sighting. There's a verified sighting of Draymond Green and LeBron James on a golf trip in Puerto Rico, which is fueling these speculations that the Warriors are still in. But what people fail to realize is Draymond opted out of his deal. He opted out of player option with the Warriors. So technically he's a free agent. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're looking at trying to get him, back, with the Warriors and things of that nature. But I mean, technically Draymond is not a member of the Warriors. So I don't get it. But the thing about it is that, apparently the report is that Steph Curry has texted LeBron, and maybe I don't know what the text messages are. I don't think anybody knows what the text messages are except LeBron and Steph, in my opinion. So who knows? And to add to that, the Sixers forward Jaylen Brown, he went on. He was on with ISO Speed on an IRL stream. And they were at a World Cup match, and he basically said, "Yo, Brown, pull up to Philadelphia, man, pull up." So if that doesn't tell you anything, it's as if the Sixers are looking at wanting to have LeBron in the fold, man. Shout out to Big Sarge in the chat with us, man. What's up, Big Sarge? How you feeling, my guy? Appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us. What's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? And then, all right, man, let's move this thing on over to the WNBA. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all gotta watch the WNBA, man. Some great basketball played over there, man. Let's get some scores from last night. The Storm, they lose to the Atlanta Dream, man, 89-78. The Dream, Alicia Gray had 22 points. Ryan Howard, 19 points. Angel Reese had another double-double, man. Angel Reese is a walking double. She had 18 points, 11 rebounds. So the Dream look like they're trying to get back into that mode of getting back into that mode of winning games. So we're looking at that, and we're going to see what's going on there, man. The Aces beat the Portland Fire. Ace Wilson is back, ladies and gentlemen, and she came back with a vengeance. She had a double-double. 32 points, 10 rebounds, and Jackie Young, 19 points, 11 assists. She had a double-double herself. So the Aces are back. Asia Wilson is back. Had a rolled ankle a couple of games ago. She wasn't able to play in the Commissioner's Cup earlier this week. But Angel Wilson is back on the court, and you can tell 32 points that helped propel the Aces to a win. When she was out, the Aces looked a little gettable. Now that they got that superstar back, the Aces are back to who they were, man. Jackie Young, man. Shout out to Jackie Young, man. A double for her, 19 points, 11 assists, man. The Fever beat the Mercury, man, 92-89. Kelsey Mitchell had 29 points and 8 assists. Aaliyah Boston, 21 points, 9 rebounds for the Fever. And for the Mercury, Alyssa Thomas had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. And I'm telling you, Kalia Copper, my third favorite player in the WNBA right now, man. She had 22 points as well. There's a travesty that Kalia Copper is not a part of the All-Star lineup, if I'm correct. So, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all check out the WNBA. There's great basketball being played in the WNBA right now, man. I'm telling you, it is very exciting. It is something that you want to go check out and you want to see as well. And to round out this first hour of the pregame post, man, this is an interesting story. This is a very interesting story. Lawmakers, these are elected lawmakers. So your representatives, your senators that are in the United States House of Representatives and Congress have sent a letter to the WNBA commissioner over Caitlin Clark's safety. On July 8th, U.S. Representative August Pfluger from Texas, chair of the Republican Study Committee, led 11 GOP lawmakers in a letter to the WNBA commissioner, demanding accountability for what they call repeated physical hostility towards Caitlin Clark. The letter cites Clark being hip checked, poked in the eye, and most notably, struck in the throat by Phoenix's Alyssa Thomas during a June 24th game. Thomas was hit with a flagrant foul upgrade and a 1-game suspension after public outcry. What? Wait. Okay. Man, there's so many thoughts that's going through my head about this. Congressional action. There has been a congressional letter from people in Congress that are worried about the safety of Caitlin Clark on a basketball court, but we got everything else happening in this country. Okay. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. All right. Well, was anybody saying that about Michael Jordan when Michael Jordan was getting beat up by the bad boy Pistons? Anybody said about that? Was anybody saying that about Maya Moore when Maya Moore was getting hip checked and hit in the face when she was playing in the W? Nobody was saying that. But okay, man, we gonna send a letter from U.S. senators, from U.S. representatives. Are gonna send a letter to the WNBA commissioner wanting accountability. All right, man, it is what it is. And to add to that, a report came out today that Caitlin Clark was voted 11th among guards in the WNBA by players. Now, let me give you some context to that. They said about 85 of the 180 players in the league voted for this. Voted in this vote. Now, Caitlin Clark was ranked second and third amongst coaches and media, but when it came to players ranked her 11th amongst active players in the WNBA. Take that with a grain of salt, or take it how you want to take it. But hey, Caitlin Clark is a very, very polarizing figure right now in sports and just in the WNBA, in sports and culture. So people got stuff to say about it. So it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the pregame post for the first hour of pregame playlist, man. I'm telling you, man, it is what it is, and we are going to get the thing right and roll. The Big Stars comes in and says, man, professional sports team has always caught certain players while others get beat up. Hey, I understand it. Don't get it twisted. Michael Jordan got beat up, but Michael Jordan also did get protected as well. LeBron, he gets protected as well. You are a superstar of a league. You are the face of the league, and you drive revenue. They're going to do whatever they potentially can to protect you as much as they possibly can. They're going to do it. It's going to happen. But man, a congressional letter, a letter from congressional leader in Congress sent to the WNBA commissioner asking for accountability. Come on, man. Come on. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in sports with any other player. In sports, I don't think I've seen that happen in sports where it cited one particular player. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I've never seen it. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame post here on pregame. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into our first topic of the hour, man. We're gonna talk about this rankings that came out with on ESPN, ranking the top college football coaches in the country. We're gonna see if you agree with this or not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. 24 minutes after the hour. We'll be right back right after these messages. Let's go.
Breaking news. Every Sunday night, DC Wolf brings you the biggest stories, hottest takes, and everything you missed across Auburn athletics, from football to basketball and beyond. If it's happening on the plains, you will hear it here first. Live Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, only on Auburn Addicts TV.
Yeah. They thought the fire would break me. Nah, it made me. Temple by the fire, I ain't fold, I got harder. Came from the mud, now I move like a mobster. They try to count me out, now I'm up on their radar. I'm up now. Real ones with me, we don't talk to no traitors. No traitors. Tempered in the heat, yeah, made me a beast. Turn pain into power, now I'm eating every feat. If it's smoke, let it rise, we ain't ducking no heat. Bring it up. Came from nothing, now we standing on our feet. I remember nights had to sleep on the floor. Mama stressing bills, hit a knock at the door. Ain't no silver spoon, had to hustle for more. Now I walk in room, they respect me for sure. Through the fire and the flames, I was tested and bent, but I came out solid. Every scar got a print. Now it's money on my mind, every move got intent. I ain't wasting no time, I'm collecting the rent. Run it up. I ain't never changed, I just leveled the game. Still the same dude, just a different lane. Facts. Went through the fire, came out forged. I'm Temple. Now they say my name, they remember. Temple by the fire, I ain't fooled, I got harder. Came from the mud, now I move like a monster. Now it's big moves, I don't deal with the small talk. Got a vision clear, I can see through the fog. They be talking loud, but they really be soft. I was down bad, had to shake that off. Shake back, nah. Now I step clean, yeah, the drip too heavy. Got the weight on me, but I stay real steady. If it's wartime, yeah, we stay ready. Ain't no fear here, I ain't never been scary. Heat turn me cold, and my heart stay guarded. Pressure made diamond, but the fire made artist. Built from the struggle every win, I earned it. Now I stand tall, yeah, I'm fully tempered.
Fire shade me,
Fire shade me,
pain raise me,
pain raised me.
streets made me.
Now they can't break me.
Now they can't break me.
Temple by the fire.
SEC football fans, this is your channel. Every Tuesday, it's time for SEC Season Live, the most interactive SEC football experience on the planet. Live chat voting, hot takes, weekly rankings, real debate, and you help drive the conversation live on air. Then, every Thursday, hit the reset button with Lunch Breaks, your lunch break destination for real SEC football talk. Reactions, storylines, and unfiltered opinions from across the conference. If it matters in the SEC, it matters here. Subscribe now to @It's SEC Season, and don't just watch the conversation, be a part of the show.
Yeah. Talk slick or talk facts. I do both. New York, from the concrete I rose with the pain in me. City lights, but it's dark where the game be. Had to hustle, no sleep, chasing destiny. Now they watching every move like a referee. From the Bronx to the bridge, yeah, we all relate. Same hunger, same struggle, just a different state. If you made it out the mud, let them feel your weight. It's that New York sound, let it resonate. Look, I turned pain into product, now it's profit talk. Flip. They was sleeping on a kid, now they pillow talk. Had to dream in the dark just to see the light. Now I'm shining on them heavy, that's a different price. I don't chase it, I attract it, that's a boss approach. Built the wave, now they surfing what I used to coach. If the shoe fit, wear it, I design the soul. Double meaning when I step, I control the road. I was broke, now I'm breaking down residuals. Facts, same hunger, just upgraded all the visuals. They want favors, I just favor who was there from start. Cause the fake love disappear when it's getting dark. I made losses look strategic, that's a mastermind. If it cost me peace of mind, I just passed the line. Now I'm betting on myself, I don't gamble odds. I just play the game different, I don't follow odds. From the concrete I rose with the pain in me. City lights, but it's dark where the game be. Had to hustle, no sleep, chasing destiny. Now they watching every move like a referee. I've been nice with the pen, that's a write-off. Every bar got weight, I don't slight y'all. If they sleeping on the floor, it's a nightfall. Now I'm waking up the game, that's a light call. I don't talk about the moves, I just move better. Facts. They be looking for the sauce, I improve pressure. Turn a small win to a run, that's a long play. I don't rush into the moment, I just let it stay. If it's levels to the game, I'm a staircase. Every step calculated, that's a rare pace. They want quick fame, I just want legacy. So I built it brick by brick like it's masonry. Brooklyn grind with that Queens type patience. Bronx energy when I'm facing confrontation. I don't fold under pressure, I apply it back. Turn a loss into a lesson and I double that. We don't fold, we just pivot, that's a power move. Had to learn every loss just to gain a proof. Now the pressure feel light cause I carry weight. New York state of mind, I don't hesitate. From the concrete I rose with the pain in me. City lights, but it's dark where the game be. You are locked in to the pregame. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Yo, good morning, morning, ladies and gentlemen, man. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. I know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get into this first topic of the day. First and 10. Let's go.
It's time to get things started. It's now first and 10.
Yes. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us there on the pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. It is 31 minutes after an hour here on the pregame playlist, man. The topic for this hour, man, there was a list that came out that ranked the current top college head coaches in football, college football head coaches that came out. And I'm gonna read the list off to you because there's a lot of question marks on this list. A lot of questions on this list, and a lot of just like, all right, what are we doing? So here's the list. Here's the list as it stands when the article came out. The list at number 1, we have Curt Cignetti at number 1, of course, Indiana. Number 2, Kirby Smart from Georgia. Number 3, Ryan Day from Ohio State. Number 4, Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame. Number 5, Dan Lanning from Oregon. Number 6, Steve Sarkisian from Texas. Number 7, Lane Kiffin at LSU. Number 8, Mike Elko at Texas A&M. Number 9, Kyle Whittingham at Michigan. Then there was a tie at number 10 for Mario Cristobal and Kalen DeBoer. Mario Cristobal, of course, at Miami, and Kalen DeBoer at the University of Alabama. Let's start at the top of this list, okay? Let's start at the top of this list right here, man. What up, Huggy, man? Shout out to Huggy Beard in the chat. What's up, my guy? Appreciate you so much, man, for giving us a little bit of time today, man. Let's start at the top of this list. Curt Cignetti over Kirby Smart. Now, if you've watched Around the Cooler, we've had this discussion. We had this discussion last week, if I'm not mistaken, of who you would choose between Curt Cignetti and Kirby Smart. And I disagree with that. I think Curt Cignetti right now is a better coach than Kirby Smart. I do. I think with what Curt Cignetti has done in college football in recent memory, in recent time, I think right now what he has done has been better than Kirby Smart. Now, people will be like, oh, well, Kirby Smart has 2 back-to-back national championships. Okay. That was in what, 21 to 22? It's the last SEC team to win a national championship. Great. But what we could also say is that we'll forget in 2023, Kirby Smart didn't make the playoffs. In 2024, Kirby Smart made the playoffs, but lost in the first in the first game of the playoffs. In 2025, he did the same thing again. He lost to Ole Miss in the first game of the playoffs. Well, he has not won a playoff game in 3 seasons, if you're looking at it from that perspective. Okay? Now, people be like, yeah, Kurt. They'll be like, yeah, he won the conference, he won the SEC. That's great. But when you look at where football is going, right? And so you can't, I get it. I know people gonna come back and be like, well, you can't look at what the future is. You don't know what it is. You can only look at what's happening now and what has happened. And that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But when you hear the talks of how the expansion of the college football playoff is coming and how the importance of being a college football playoff team or a college football playoff coach, making the college playoffs and winning in the college football playoffs is more important, conference championships are starting to become more irrelevant as the days go by. And eventually it will become irrelevant. So when we start looking at that, if we look at it from that prism, right? What's the conference championships? Do they still matter? Do those conference championship wins matter as much in the current state of what we're talking about, even though they are still in play right now? Because even with that happening, people are still looking at it like, oh, you still didn't make the college football. You still didn't win the college football playoff. Even though you won a conference championship, and right now the conference championship still holds some weight. But with the way that the conversation is being moved forward, you look at it and you say, man, is it even worth it? Like, you even have some coaches even saying, do I even want to play in the conference championship game, because I need to get to the playoffs so I can be healthy enough and rested enough to win in that. So that's my point there, man. That's just how I look at it from that perspective there. Now, let's move down this list a little bit more. Let me bring this list back up because it kind of faded off of my phone. Let me bring this list back up right here, man. You get, after Curt Cignetti and Kirby Smart, I like Cignetti over Kirby Smart right now. You get to Ryan Day. Ryan Day, it's a mixed bag on Ryan Day, bro. In my opinion, there is a mixed bag to me on Ryan Day. The two people, from Ryan Day to Lane Kiffin, there is, to me, just debatable guys. And I think a lot of this list is guys' names who are attached to certain schools. Like Dan Lanning, for example. Dan Lanning is on this list because he's at Auburn. Now, according to this, Dan Lanning has been 48-8 since 2022, tied with Ohio State for the second best winning percentage in FBS over that span. Is Dan Lanning, in my opinion, the number 5 coach in college football? You tell me. I think you can make an argument that he could be lower on this list. You know, I think you can make an argument that he could be higher on this list. So at 5, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at him being right in the middle at 5, because I think that's an argument for Dan Lanning to be higher or lower. Ryan Day, if Ryan Day had not won a national championship at Ohio State, would Ryan Day be number 3 of this? That's the question. Because there were people calling for Ryan Day's job when he didn't win. Then he actually did win the championship, and now he's one of the best coaches in college football. Is he one of the best coaches in college football, or is he just attached to a university and a brand that just has so much cachet to it? I don't know. It doesn't help. It also helps that you have one of the best players in college football and Jeremiah Smith on your team. So, I mean, congratulations to that. And he continually, one thing that he does continually recruit talent to Ohio State. Ohio State kind of recruits itself because it's Ohio State. So there is, I get it. So I don't know. I'm gonna use the name that Auburn fans looking at. Brian Harsin was at Ohio State. Would Brian Harsin be on this list? This is just a question. That's a question I just want to just ask. Marcus Freeman, everybody knows how I feel about Marcus Freeman. I think Marcus Freeman is one of the top 3 coaches in college football right now. When you look at what he does, when you look at how he runs a program, when you look at what he did defensively, when he was defensive coordinator at Cincinnati, when he was a defensive coordinator at Notre Dame before he got the head coaching job there, Marcus Freeman, X's and O's wise, is just, in my opinion, one of the better coaching minds, defensive minds in the sport. The reason why every offseason there is speculation of him potentially going to the NFL. You had it this past offseason with him. Is he going to stay in Notre Dame? What is he going to do? Will he move to the NFL? I think Marcus Freeman is one of the brightest minds in college football right now at the head coaching spot. The only quorum I have on this is that he's 4. I think he should be in the top 3. I would easily put him over Ryan Day, even though Ryan Day had a national championship in his name. I think the national championship gives Ryan Day that much more pedigree. It gives him that much more pedigree over Marcus Freeman because he won a national championship in recent memory. Now, Marcus Freeman did play for a national championship. Get it twisted. He played for a national championship, did not win it, but he did play for one as well. Okay, now this is where the list gets interesting. This is where it really, really gets interesting. 1 through 5, I don't have a problem with. Like I said, Dan Lanning, I can argue him down. I can argue him potentially. But I'm not mad at 1 through 5. Curt Cignetti 1, Kirby Smart 2, Ryan Day 3, Marcus Freeman 4, Dan Lanning 5. I'm not mad at that. I would personally put Marcus Freeman 3 over Ryan Day. Now here's where it gets interesting. 6 through 10. Steve Sarkisian at number 6. Huh? There's okay. Let's be real about this. Let's be real about this. Is Steve Sarkisian Is Steve Sarkisian one of the best coaches in college football right now? Not just offensive minds. Is Steve Sarkisian one of the best coaches in college football right now? Shout out to Jermaine Mims in the chat. He said recency bias with Stig is wild. His career compared to Kirby Day doesn't compare. Can he do it for a decade or straight in a P4 first? Look, listen. You brought in the P4 part of this, right? And I understand that because this is Power 4 coaches. But when you look at what Cignetti did at JMU and building that program, when you look at what he did there and how that program is still a powerhouse in college football right now in the G6, he built a program. So is that not proof of concept for what he's doing right now in the P4? Does that not? He was on your team. He was on your team, Jay Money. And if I'm not mistaken, the greatest coach of all time that everybody says was the greatest coach of all time in college football did not even want him there. He didn't even think that he was good enough to be as just a position coach. So that's the reason why Cignetti left and did his own thing with the incarnate word and with the JMU and built his way up to where he is now. I mean, come on, man. Cignetti has done enough. He has done enough. There is proof of concept. Now, you bring in the point of the P4. I understand that. But there is proof of concept of what Cignetti has done as the guy in charge of a program and building the program. He deserves to be where he is, in my opinion. And I think this is just the beginning of it. Even though he's 64, 65 years old, I think he probably had 7, 8 years good coaching in him. And I think he's gonna be in contention and probably win some more national championships in Indiana, especially in his NIL age. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. So it is what it is, man. Big Shark, these preseason lists are simply conversation provoking. I mean, look, we debate them. You know, that's what we do. We debate them. You know, and I enjoy debating. I enjoy talking. That's what we do. You know, it's nothing to it. Everybody says, man, no. Sark is not a top 8 coach. If you ask me, I agree. I'm with you. I don't think he is either. I don't think Sark is a top 8 coach either, man. I don't understand why he's on this list at number 6. What has he done at Texas? When he first came into the SEC, I thought that was his best opportunity in the SEC to win an SEC championship. I even picked him to win the SEC championship his first year in the conference. I picked him his first year in the conference for that simple reason, because I'm like, yo, if he comes in the conference and he can win a championship his first year in the conference, he can reset the table and make Texas a team in the SEC. He made the championship game, but hey, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So now they have just kind of regressed a little bit, in my opinion. That money said that's disrespectful to a person who has been at the top for a decade against top competition and still has avoided tough out of conference games. I wish I had Georgia's out of conference schedule in the regular season in the past 10 years. I don't have it, so I cannot for sure say if Kirby Smart has not played top competition outside of the conference in the regular season. Now, what I can say is Alabama has done it. I can't say Texas did go and play Ohio State. I do know Auburn in that time did go play Penn State at Penn State, and Penn State came to Auburn and played. I am really trying to figure out what top competition did Georgia play, and my memory is me a little bit. I just want to know what top competition did Kirby Smart play in that time period in the regular season, not in a championship, not in a playoff setting, not in a 14 or a 12-team playoff. I'm just saying in the regular season, what top competition outside of the SEC did Kirby Smart go play as well? I can't, like I said, I don't know the schedule since he got there in 2015, 2016. I don't know the schedule, but I am interested in knowing what top out of conference games has Kirby Smart played for out of conference competition that he's played in there. Okay, Oregon. Okay, Oregon is one. Okay, cool. Now that's one team. How many times? What other teams have he played? Let me know. I'm really asking the question because I don't have his schedules in front of me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. That's it. So just let me know. When you find it, let me know. But we're gonna keep pushing on this one, man. We're gonna keep pushing on this. You're looking at and then of course after Steve Sarkisian, you have Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin on this list, man. I think there's a lot of hype around Lane Kiffin. I think Lane Kiffin does a lot of tweeting, in my opinion. And that keeps him relevant to a degree. He had opportunity to be a playoff coach this past season, but he decided to leave before the playoffs started and take a job at LSU. Is Lane Kiffin a great coach? I think he's a great offensive mind. Did he help build Ole Miss to what it is now? Yes, give him credit for that. Also, it's in the NIL era as well. When the NIL era, you got to look at when this thing started happening too. In the NIL era, that's when you saw Ole Miss become a 9-10 win team every season. But you also saw Ole Miss lose some games they should have won because of Lane Kiffin and the way that he called plays. I'm just saying. Mike Elko. I like Mike Elko on this list. I think Mike Elko is in the same vein as Kirby Smart when it comes to defensive minds. I like him on this list. You saw what he did at Duke before he became the head coach at Texas A&M. So he did that very well as well. So you know, Mike Elko, I agree with. Kyle Whittingham. Kyle Whittingham did a lot of good at Utah. He's a good coach at Utah. Great coach at Utah. But is he a top 10 coach in college football right now? Is Kyle Whittingham a top 10 coach in college football right now? Or is it just because he's the head coach at Michigan that he's on this list? What's criminal to me? Here's what's criminal to me. I think Cam the Boy and Mario Cristobal should be higher on this list. I'm being real. Mario Cristobal just played in a national championship game this past season. Just played in a national championship game this past season. And in a close national championship game that he played in. And he's tied for number 10 on this list. Come on, man. Come on. Kalen DeBoer at Alabama has done really well, despite what people are trying to tell you. Just saying, he won 9 games his first year. He lost the bowl game in Michigan his first year. Then second year there, he ends up in the second year there, he ends up playing for a conference championship, losing in the conference championship. He goes to the college football playoff, is losing to Oklahoma in the college football playoff in the first half, comes back and wins the game, has a comeback win, and then loses to the eventual national champion, Indiana in the Rose Bowl. Kalen DeBoer deserves a lot more credit than what he's getting, a lot more credit than the hate that he's getting. A lot of people right now. He deserves to be higher on this list. He deserves to be higher on this list than Lane Kiffin. He deserves to be higher on this list than Steve Sarkisian. Come on, man. Let's just be real about this. He deserves to be higher on this list than Kyle Whittingham. Kyle Whittingham has not made a college football playoff yet. Like, this is like, come on, man. Mario Cristobal deserves to be higher on this list. Like, I really feel like a lot of the people that make these lists based off of the coaches at a particular university. Lane Kiffin at LSU, come on, all right. Lane Kiffin at LSU, he got to be number 7 or number 6. Steve Sarkisian at Texas. Steve Sarkisian at Texas. He got to be number 10. He's one of the top coaches. Is he though? Look at the track record, man. Look at the track record of the coach, man. Like, let's just be real about this, man. Like, this, it really makes me mad. I got a minute and a half to get this off, man. Mario Cristobal and Kalen DeBoer should be at least 6-7 on this list, bro. And Mario Cristobal could be higher. Like, let's be real about this, man. Let's be real, man. Come on. If you're doing this based off of results, let's be real about this, man. It's already be high on this list. Now, if we're having a conversation about who's the best coach right now, or who you want running your program starting tomorrow, those are two different conversations. That's two different things that you ask. Who's the best coach right now? Curt Cignetti is the best coach right now in college football. He is the best coach right now in college football. Who do you want to start running your program? If you starting a program tomorrow, you want somebody to start running your program, and you want somebody running their program, Curt Cignetti, Kirby Smart, Marcus Freeman. This is where I'm at on this list. Kyle Whittingham could be on there. Mario Cristobal could be there. come on, man. We like these, bro. We gotta start putting a little bit more. Like the people that do this, gotta start putting a little bit more thought into these lists, man. Like I understand we look at raw numbers, and of course, raw numbers matter, and context, and there's context that matters to this as well too. But come on, man. Like Mario Cristobal and Kalen DeBoer at 10, tied for 10th. When you look at the results that they have had as head coaches so far in college football compared to the guys in front of them, come on, dog. I think that's wild, man. Jay Money said, man, to be honest, the boys 12 to 13. Whoa, it has a learning curve, and it has nothing, and it has something to do with his staff hiring. But okay, but even with that, Jermaine dude still made the college football playoff and won a playoff game. I'm looking at this list. Curt Cignetti has won a playoff game. Kirby Smart has won a playoff game, even though he had not won one in the past 3 seasons. Ryan Day has won a playoff game, won a national championship. Marcus Smart has won a playoff game and played for a national championship. Dan Lanning has won a playoff game. Steve Sarkisian has won a playoff game. And Kiffin hasn't even coached in the playoffs. Mike Elko has lost in the first round of the playoffs. Cal Whittingham has not made the playoffs. Mario Cristobal has played for a national championship. Kalen DeBoer has played for a conference championship and has won a playoff game. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Somebody let me know if I'm off base or if you feel different about it, man. Tell me in the comments what you think about it, man. This list, man. Curt Cignetti 1, Kirby Smart 2, Ryan Day 3, Marcus Freeman 4, Dan Lanning 5, Steve Sarkisian 6, Lane Kiffin 7, Mike Elko 8, Cal Whittingham 9, and tied at 10th, Mario Cristobal and Kalen DeBoer. Tell me what y'all think about that list in the comments. If you're watching us now or watching us on rewatch, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think about that, man. This is the pregame playlist right here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We're going to slide this thing out and get ready to get the thing reset for hour number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Breaking news. Every Sunday night, DC Wolf brings you the biggest stories, hottest takes, and everything you missed across Auburn athletics, from football to basketball and beyond. If it's happening on the plains, you will hear it here first. Live Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, only on Auburn Addicts TV.
Tennessee nights, sun going down on a 2-lane road, dust in the air, got a slow ride roll. Texts from the boys, man, pull on through. I said 10 minutes, I'm sliding through. Oh, truck humming, radio loud, small town living, we don't need a crowd. Hand on the wheel, breeze rolling in, another southern night about to begin. It's them southern nights, cold beer, firelight, laughing with my people, everything ain't right. Yeah, we living life in them southern nights. Stars hang low, time moves slow. She looking at me like she already knows. One spark, one touch, just one time. That's how it goes in them southern nights. Bonfire lit out in Miller's Field, tailgates down, that's the deal. She walked up, moon hit her face, had me stuck, yeah, right in place. Red cup talk, leaning in close, laughing about things we ain't post. Little bit of tease, little bit of vibe, got me thinking about later tonight. Heartbeat jumping, can't play cool out here tonight, breaking all rules. It's them southern nights, cold beer, firelight, laughing with my people, everything right. Yeah, we living life in them southern nights. Stars hang low, time moves slow. She looking at me like she already knows. One spark, one touch, just one time. That's how it goes in them southern nights.
This is the coolest morning show in your ears. It's the pregame playlist.
nights in the city, I was riding with a vision. Everybody talk down, now they finally pay attention. Used to ride the bus routes, now I'm plotting bigger business. Had to tighten up my circle, too much envy in the friendship. Fact, mama said stay patient, God gon' handle all the time. Now I walk inside the room and feel the pressure when I'm shining. I ain't chasing validation, I'm just focused on surviving. Turned that pain into motivation, now the whole team thriving. Stacking every dollar, tryna flip it to investments. Why they worry about appearances? I'm building me a presence. I done seen some people fall when adversity get tested. That's why every move calculated, every step is with intention. Talk to 'em. Now the same ones overlooking, tryna dap me in the lobby. Back then I was broke, recording verses in the closet. Told myself keep pushing even when the road got rocky. Now the dream getting closer every single time they watch me. Looking at my watch, man, it's time for the mission, man. Sitting courtside, wishing I could talk business, man. Fellas think it's sweet, they don't know my ambition, man. Told them keep that heat, cause you know I'm on a mission, man. Mission! On a mission, man. On a mission, man. Yeah. On a mission, man. Yeah. I was down bad, had to hustle just to make a way. Now I speak success before I even see a better day. Ain't no shortcuts where I'm from, had to learn from every mistake. Pressure built diamonds, I was built from all the heavy weight. They see chains in the lights, they don't see the sacrifice. Every loss became a lesson, every scar became advice. I was fighting all them demons, had to break through every night. Now I'm standing on 10, knowing everything gon' turn out right. Still move cautious, gotta watch the way the jealousy moves. Some will smile in your face, but they can see you improve. That's why I stay locked in, I got too much left to prove. Trying to turn these rap lines into ownership and revenue. And I still remember days I had to sleep with all the stress. Now I'm manifesting bigger while they hoping for less. I ain't racing nobody, I'm just chasing my best. Cause I know one day the whole arena gon' be screaming top cross the best.
You already know what time it is. Yo, locked in with the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Yeah. Macon County raised me. 4-6 Tuskegee, Alabama. Tuskegee. You either know or you don't. Let's go. The 4-6, the 4-6. Yeah, we stamped in it. From the mud, yeah, we came up in it. Round the late night, yeah, we sliding. If you know about Tuskegee, you vibing. The 4-6, yeah, we locked in. From Tim's all the way to BTW. Let's go. Green Fork, BA, where we pop out. If you from the town, let it ring out. 4-6, TPS, yeah, that where it started. Watching the public gone, but the memories carved in. Facts. Always talking, we were kids with a vision. Didn't know life, but we learned how to listen. Then it's Tim's middle of the journey. His human class, everybody show respect. Laughing in the halls, trying to dodge Coach Pack. Coach Davis too, whole school vibe. Had to earn your rep. BTW next. Yeah, you better move smart. Coach T on the horn, and they play no part. No bullhorn loud when you think you slick. Turn the corner quick, better tighten up quick. The 4-6, yeah, we stamped in it. From the mud, yeah, we came up in it. Round the late night, yeah, we sliding. If you know about Tuskegee, you vibing. Green Fork, nice, yeah, you know how it go. Missing app, chillin', everybody on go. City small, but the store big time. Everybody know, everybody still grind. Harrison wings, we was sticking out the door. Luxury, gone, we ain't care no more. Back before they knew we was already gone. Back in class late, but we still fed at home. Braids had to cut, $3 had to clean. City red shot, get your step on the scene. Line long, but you waited your turn. Fresh fade hit, now it's your time to shine. Square in the middle, yeah, we all came through. But that statue standing, we ain't feel it true. History deep, but we writing new pages. From skiggy roots to global stages. East End chicken from the Yellowstone. Late night MK hit the Cooper mode. Let's eat. Place on deck, everybody outside. Music up loud, let the whole town ride. Late Tuskegee fireworks in the sky. 4th of July, whole city high. Running late, you might find love or get into something you don't speak of. Then you cross them gates, now a whole new world. Tuskegee University, where the dreams unfurl.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pregame Playlist, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the top of the hour. Let's get this thing reset. Let's get this thing ready to rock and roll, man. Y'all know what time it is. This is the Pregame Playlist, top of the hour. Let's go.
Yeah. Wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the Pregame Playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. Locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Sir, ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us on the Pregame Playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Man, let's get this background change. Y'all know what time it is. We are in the second hour of the Pregame Playlist right now, man. It's a new hour. We getting ready to get this thing rocking and rolling, man. We get your weekend started, man. Your morning, your sports, your play minute, 2 minutes after the hour, ladies and gentlemen, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for continuing to rock with us here on Pregame Playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. A great first hour, man. Went by kind of fast, if you ask me. Great first hour, went by kind of fast. I had to look up the conversation that we were having about coaches. And shout out to Jermaine. Jermaine brought up something that I had to go look up. When we were talking about when he said he put up this comment. He put this comment up. I just had it. Wait a minute. This one right here. He said it's disrespectful to a person who has been at the top for a decade against top competition and still has avoided tough out-of-conference games. Now, I was not able during that break to get Indiana's out-of-conference schedule since Cignetti has been there. Because I was looking at Georgia's because since he's been there. But I was able to get Georgia's. And you tell me what you think about this. All right. In 2016, Georgia played UNC. They were ranked number 22. This is the ACC. Georgia beat them 33-24. 2017, they played Notre Dame. Notre Dame was ranked 24th in the country. Beat them 20-19. 2019, they played Notre Dame. Now, these are all regular season. This is not playoff or anything like that. This is regular season. I asked, because the question I asked was, how many top out-of-conference teams has Georgia played that you would consider to be top team? And what is the record? They've won all of these games, but I want to get your thoughts on do you consider these to be top teams at the time? Notre Dame in 2019, 23-17, Georgia won. They were ranked number 7th in the country. 2021, they played Clemson. Clemson was ranked number 3. They won that game 10-3. 2022, they played Oregon, who should not have been ranked as high as they were because Oregon was way over budget. Yeah, they were ranked number 11. They beat them 49-3. And then, of course, in 2024, they played Clemson. They had a struggle in the first half, but they came back in the second half and they blew Clemson out 34-3. Clemson was ranked number 14. Now, Clemson, they played Clemson twice. They played Notre Dame twice. And they played UNC and Oregon once apiece. Man, I wish I would have foreshadowed that comment, because I would have looked at Georgia's, Alabama's, Texas, Ohio State, and Indiana, and some other teams as well, just to compare that to what's going on. Now, don't get it twisted. Georgia does play Georgia Tech every year, but was Georgia Tech considered a top out-of-conference school at the time? That's a question that you want to know. My question is, would you consider UNC in 2016 a top out-of-conference school? I think that's the only one on this list that you can potentially question. Were they a top school? Maybe Clemson in 2024, just the way their roster was built. If that was a top team, and should they have been ranked 14th going into the season? Maybe. And Oregon, I say Oregon too. More Oregon than that 2024 Clemson team. But legitimately, yeah, Notre Dame 2 times they beat them. Clemson, they beat them. Clemson was ranked number 3 in 2021. They beat them 10-3. So, you know, you play Clemson twice, you play Notre Dame twice, you play Oregon once, and you and North Carolina once. So, I don't know. You all tell me what y'all think about that, man. Hey, that was a great discussion, man. Shout out to all y'all engaging in that, man. That was a great discussion, man. First hour, man, of the pregame playlist, man. We had a great time. We had a great conversation. Of course, man, we had pregame post. Apparently, congressional letter has been sent to the WNBA on behalf of Caitlin Clark. Also, man, we talked about that list of the top college football coaches in football right now, man. And go back, take a listen to that, and see what you think about that as well. And now we in hour 2. What's going to happen in hour 2? Of course, man, you already know what we give on my favorite part of the show. Flag on the play. We give it out to somebody that is deserving of something that they just did. It's just very questionable, just something that just doesn't make sense, you know. And today to me is actually kind of funny. But hey, we'll see what y'all think about it. And of course, man, we're gonna end it off with the quote of the day. But before we do that, we're gonna talk about this top returning snaps, man. College Football Report put out a list of the top teams that have the most return snaps in college football, and it piqued interest because of the fact that a lot of people were saying that Indiana was good last year because they had a lot of veteran players that played a lot of football, and it was an older team. So when I saw that, I said, I think this is something that we should talk about. And does this correlate to what this particular season could look like moving forward? So we'll definitely talk about that. Put up in the locker room segment today, coming up here roughly in about 25 to 26 minutes. We'll be talking about that as well. But you all know what time it is, man. We about to go ahead and we about to get into the pregame post, the headline stories you need to know across sports, across news, and across culture. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pregame post. Let's go.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame post here on Water Cooler Sports Network, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Rocking with us as well, man. Jermaine Mims in the chat. My God, Jermaine, he says he's talking about following SEC schedule. I don't think so. He also said get back with him when the SEC non-conference game. What's his social? We need. I like it, man. I like it, Jermaine. Yeah, we do need to hit him up. I agree with you on that one, man. I got King Richard in the chat. Rocking with us. What's up, my guy? The King himself is in the chat. King Richard, what's up, man? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Let's go ahead and let's get into these. Let's get into the pregame post for hour number 2 right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off with MLB scores from last night. The Braves, the Pirates, 10-5. The Royals lose to the Mets 10-3. The Yankees finally get a win. Oh my God, the Yankees finally get a win. Ben Ross homers twice in this game, and they beat the Rays 12-4. Sorry, Dustin, man. I know your Rays got beat last night. So sorry to you, my guy. Shout out to Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. You go over there and hit the subscribe over there on Uptempo. Cubs lose to the Orioles 3-2. The Guardians wins 5-2. The Red Sox beat the White Sox 2-1. The Athletics lose to the Detroit Tigers 4-1. The Mariners lose to the Miami Marlins 8-4. The Phillies beat the Reds 1-0. The Brewers beat the Cardinals 8-4. The Angels lose to the Rangers after blowing. The Rangers blew a 5-run lead. And Wyatt Langford hit a RBI in the 9th inning to bring in a run to get them to win. Hey, goodness gracious, man. They got to be better than that, man. They got to be better than that. The Diamondbacks beat the Padres 3-1, and the Rockies lose to the Giants 8-2. It happened in the MLB, man. MLB All-Star Weekend should be coming up at the beginning this weekend, going into this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. Home Run Derby, select softball game, and of course the MLB All-Star Game will be happening next Tuesday. I believe the Home Run Derby will be happening next Monday night, so we'll definitely take a look at that as well. Want to see them hammering some bombs. We need to see some homers. We need to see some dingers being hit. Some dingers. We need to see them being hit in that game, man. So it is what it is, man. So proud to it. Yeah, Coco Gauff, man. Goodness, man. Coco Gauff loses at Wimbledon, the All England club, man. I am, man. my two favorite players are now out of Wimbledon. Naomi Osaka and Coco Gauff are now out of Wimbledon, man. And I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I really don't. I don't like it, bro. I didn't like it. She lost in 3 sets to Machova, 6-2, 6-1, 7-6 in 3 sets. Man, Coco Gauff, man, I'm mad that she didn't win. She gave a great showing. And I'm even more mad that two of my favorite players are not going to be playing in the Wimbledon final, which is Naomi Osaka and Coco Gauff. Because at that point in time, I wouldn't have been mad about who won, or I would have been mad. I would have been happy with either one of them winning. So, man, I don't like it, bro. I'm just in my feelings a little bit about that one, because I really want to see a Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka, all win singles finals. That was just me. It did happen, but hey, maybe next year. Maybe we'll see it next year, man. France beats Morocco in the World Cup quarterfinal set, and they are set, and they will play the winner of Spain and Belgium. France defeated Morocco in the World Cup quarterfinals and advanced to the semifinal round. France will face the winner of Spain and Belgium, which kicks off today at July 10th, 3 p.m. Eastern. So Spain and Belgium will play today. Belgium did beat the United States earlier this week, but Belgium advanced to the stage by limiting the United States 4-1 in round 16 play on July 6th in Seattle. And right now, Belgium is red hot after beating the United States. But France's death gives them the ability to potentially come out with a W in this game. So we'll see what happens with that, man. The World Cup, man, I'm not gonna lie, man, it's lit. The World Cup is lit. Watching these World Cup games have been pretty lit, bro. I'm not gonna be real with you. So if you haven't watched them, take a look at it, see what's going on, man. You get into the ending of it. I think they end the next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll get ready for it and watch it, man. It's an interesting story that's developing in the NFL. Brandon Ayuk and the San Francisco 49ers had a standoff right now. I'm just going to read it to you, man. He remains on the 49ers reserve left squad list, a rarely used designation that lets the teams keep his rights without him counting against the active roster and without paying him. San Francisco voided his contract guarantees, which totaled roughly about between $24 and $25 million in July of 2025 over what the team called missed rehab. You know, Ayuk refused the characterization and says he told the team in advance he wouldn't return. Ayuk has stated on Instagram he will not file a reinstatement, which is the required first step to eventually be released and signed elsewhere, saying, I will not be reinstating with them, nor ever will he ever do any kind of business with the San Francisco 49ers. But here's the thing, if he does not reinstate with the 49ers, he's not going to be able to play, because that's part of the collective bargaining. He has to reinstate with the team in order to be able to be traded or signed with another team. So hopefully somebody get closer and be like, bro, for the good of all, man, just do what you gotta do so you can get back on the field and get back to playing football so you can get paid, man. That's what you need to do, man. So hopefully, man, we'll figure this out and we'll see Brandon Ayuk playing football again. It would be great. You know, he's a great player. It's great for the 49ers. It would be good to see, man. Christian Pulisic crashed his leg against Belgium. Pulisic, the United States, one of the United States players, suffered a bone bruise and a micro fracture in his tibia fibula in his right leg during the United States 4-1 loss to Belgium. The injury occurred in the 52nd minute when he kicked into the Belgian captain's leg, attempting a shot. He played on briefly before being subbed off in the 59th minute. The U.S. Soccer confirmed the diagnosis after July 9th, and he is expected to be out for between 4 to 6 weeks. He is expected to be back before August 23rd, which is the time frame before AC Milan Series A opener against Torino. So, hey, we're going to see exactly what it was, man. Speedy recovery to him, man. For him to fracture and have a bone bruise at the 52nd minute and still play for another 7 minutes, running up and down the field, that's low-key kind of impressive, if you ask, man. Let's get over to the association, man, in the WNBA. Last night in Summer League, the top 2 picks in this year's NBA draft faced off against each other last night, man. The Washington Wizards played the Utah Jazz. and it was everything that you would expect. AJ DeBonsa, the number 1 overall pick for the Washington Wizards, he balled out. 27 points, 7 rebounds on 39% shooting from the floor. Darren Peterson, the number 2 pick for the Utah Jazz, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 33% shooting from the floor. This is the future of the WNBA, ladies and gentlemen. These 2 top guys. A lot of people say AJ DeBonsa, best overall player in basketball. Best overall player in this draft. And then, of course, a lot of people said that Darren Peterson was just the best talent that was in this draft. So the top 2 guys went head to head last night. AJ DeBonsa and the Wizards got the best of the Wizards. Got the best of the Jazz, beating them by 4 points. So, you know, this could be a rivalry that could be staying for the next couple of years, man. Could this be what we look at in the next couple of years and see exactly what happens and what is going to happen in basketball moving forward with, you know, the Steph Currys and LeBron Jameses and, you know, those guys getting ready to phase out of their careers and move on. You have your Anthony Edwards coming up, your Victor Wembanyama's, AJ DeBontas, you know, you have those guys, the Nikola Jokic's, you know, these young guys, Jaylen Browns, Jason Tatum's, you know, the Giannis Antetokounmpo. These guys now are going to carry the mantle in the league for the next 6, 7, 8 years. And by that time, we should be able to see, you know, Darren Peterson and AJ DeBonta be those guys that are holding the mantle for the NBA. So hopefully, man, they can carry that thing with care and be able to see exactly what happens, man. Jay Money said he can't wait for Wilson's debut with the Bulls. Yes, sir, man. I'm with you on that one, man. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. And let's end off pregame post for the second hour with this story right here. Be careful what you pick up on the beach, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that right now. This story right here is a very interesting story. Be careful what you pick up on the beach. A man's hand was blown off by explosive while cleaning July 4th debris on a beach in California. Everything you see, you shouldn't touch. That's all I'm gonna say, man. So be careful what you see poking up out of the dirt. If you go to the beach this summer, you got a little bit of time before school starts. So, hey, if you're going to the beach, if you see something that looks odd sticking out the beach, don't touch it. It might be an explosion, and it could blow your hand off. So be careful with that, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame post for the second hour here on Water Cooler Talk Sports. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to give out our flag on play for today, July 10th, Friday, as we get ready to go into this weekend. People that impersonate other people that they are not, or people that act like they are something when they're not, low-key kind of bothers people sometimes. You know, and sometimes it's funny because people see themselves that way, but most of the time they're not that way. So I don't know, man. We're gonna talk about it, and I want to get y'all thoughts on this because I think it's pretty funny what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you.
Yeah, he caught my eye when I walked through the door. Dark skin, gold chain, lean back by the bar. Said he knew my name, yeah, he talk real smooth. But I ain't easy, gotta match my mood. Phone light, flashing girls, taking pics. DJ playing every one of our hits. He leaned closer, where y'all heading next? I smile slow, said that depends. We ain't tryna go home tonight. Got the city lights in our eyes. Everybody outside tonight, and the vibe feel right. One more stop and we outta here. Windows down while the bassline hit. He keep looking over here, trying to see who we leaving with. Hands up, head up, whole squad look dangerous. If the night keep feeling like this, we might fall in love with the moment. Just a moment, don't ruin the moment. Who pulled up clean in that matte black truck. Said, hop in, girl, yeah, the timing was up. Laughed too hard when he said my accent cute. Now we tryna find out what my tattoos do. Ain't no pressure, we just outside. Little tequila got us all live. Girls in the back singing every song. It's the kind of night you stay out too long. No expectations tonight. No stress and no wasting the vibe. If it's real, then it's real for the night, and that's alright. One more stop, then we outta here.
Why be anywhere in the world when you could be here with us? This is the pregame playlist on the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network.
We outside. Let's go. Phone on D&D, I ain't tryna hear excuses no more. You switched up on me, now you're buzzing like you're clueless. Had me in the house, then they're losing my mind. Now the crew outside and they're saying it's my time. So I threw that black tee on with the chain hanging. Fresh, fake, clean, and the city still banging. Windows down while we riding through the east side. Heartbreak hit hard, but tonight I'ma be alright. Couple shots in, now I'm loosening up. DJ play my song, got the whole spot jumping. Oh yeah, I was down bad for a minute, no lie. Now shawty looking at me from the other side. Tonight I'm on my ish, back outside and I'm lit. So step hands up, whole club vibing to this. Girl keep pulling me close, pull me close. Whisper slow in my ear, real slow. Said she wanna roll. Told her, baby, let's disappear. Tonight I'm on my ish, yeah, tonight I'm on my. Now we in the corner and she dance like she mean it. Skin so smooth and her body got me leaning. Brown skin glow with the lip gloss popping. Every dude looking, but tonight she choosing. She said your ex must be crazy for real. I laugh back like, girl, you ain't even know the deal. One thing led to another real fast. Now we in the ride and she riding shotgun. City lights blur while the bass still knocking. Hands on her waist while she singing every line.
You're listening to the coolest playlist. The pregame playlist is in your ear.
Ooh, yeah. Caught in the middle, baby, and I know it. Y'all got me thinking long term, talking about houses, rings, and forever. The other got me riding through the city, top down, late nights, good weather. And I ain't gonna lie, you both bring something different to my life. Everybody asking why I haven't chose, but they don't know what's going on inside. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer, but every time I get close, I pull away a little faster. Cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. One of y'all call me every morning, checking on me, making sure I'm straight. The other pull up, looking so fine, turn a regular night into a holiday. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe I like having options. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing, but don't wanna stop it. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer, but every time I get close, I pull away a little faster. Cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. selfish. Maybe that's true. Maybe I ain't met the version of me that's ready for somebody like you. One's everything I need, one's everything I want, and that's the reason I keep getting lost in the middle of it all. Stuck in the middle, trying to have it all. No, I can't keep this up forever, but right now I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pregame playlist. I know what time it is. Let's go ahead and let's give out that flag on the play.
It's now time for the flag on the play.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's flag on the play is going back to the state of Florida. I tell you, boy, Florida is wild, bro. So let's get this thing right in the road, man. Picture this, man. Deputies pull over a woman in West Melbourne, Florida. Standard traffic stop. Find a controlled substance in her car and in her purse. Mid-stop, a unknown man who seems to become known very quickly, named Derek Sharfus, rolls up on the scene in a suit and announces he's the woman's attorney. At 3 a.m. in the morning, on the interstate, in a suit, just randomly came out of nowhere. Is he sleeping in it? Does he just keep in his trunk for legal emergencies? Break glass just in case client needs representation? And he doesn't just show up and stand there. He argues with deputies about probable cause for 30 minutes. A full negotiation. Closing arguments on the show I-95 at 3 in the morning. At that point, you're not defending the client. You're just doing a bit for a body cam. But here's the best part. He wasn't even using a fake lawyer name. He used a name of a real attorney, guy who actually exists, who actually has a law degree, who had previously represented Sharfus in his own DUI case. This guy was not a real attorney, is what it was. So he didn't invent a lawyer, he just wore a real one's identity like a Halloween costume. He's asking for his bar number, the one thing an actual attorney has memorized like his own social security number. Confusing. The plot twist, he's not a lawyer. He's just a guy who was also arrested for a DUI last year. So this man's entire legal resume is one prior DUI, 0 law degrees, and an incredibly strong belief in himself. They called the real attorney. His response is basically, I have never met this man in my life. And the woman who got pulled over, she said a mutual friend told her Sharfus was a lawyer. So she called him for help. Wow. That's the actual crime here. Somebody out there vouching for this man as legal counsel. Deputies should really be talking to that guy. The young man now faces charges for obstruction by a disguised person, practicing law without a license. Disguised person. My man's charged like he showed up in a fake mustache. And honestly, a suit and tie at 3 a.m. on the interstate basically is a disguise. Nobody's dressed like that unless you're trying to convince somebody to something. There's body cam footage of it. I'm not going to play it. Of the whole thing. News Sticks in Orlando got it up. If you need a laugh this morning, go watch that man argue with police, man. It's a fun video, so you need to go check it out, man. I'm not going to play it, but it is what it is. Today, Mr. Derek Sharfus, go ahead and get this from my guy, Ron Cherry.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business. He played it there.
Impersonating a lawyer, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, dog. Like, bro, come on. It's just certain things that you just don't do. Like, acting like something that you're not. Acting like somebody else. Come on, man. Like, when you see the video, oh my God, bro, it is hilarious. Dude legitimately was out there using, like, legal jargon with police on the side of the road as if he was a lawyer. He really was. Now, don't get it twisted. Like, you can know law. You can know case law. But you can't represent yourself as an attorney. You can't sit and be like, this is the person that I'm representing. You can represent yourself, as an attorney, but you can't represent nobody else. And things stuff like that. You don't have a law degree. This man said he was a lawyer. He's not a lawyer. Yo, the things that happen, bro, this is some of the funniest stuff. It's funny. I wish I could play the video. But it's so funny, bro. But it's wild. Make sure if y'all want to go check that out, go check out the video, man, because it is hilarious, in my opinion, when you actually listen to him out there argue. But then I also think about it like, is this virtuous? Is this really a virtuous situation where a dude really just pulled over and was like, man, I think I can help this woman out after being called? Like, the belief in himself. This reminds me of the case that I believe that happened. I believe it was happening. I can't remember what city it was in, but where there was a teenager impersonating a doctor, and he had like real clients. But the impressive part about that was none of his clients got sick. Like, people really actually got better. But he didn't have a medical degree. Dude was like 16, 17 years old, impersonating the doctor. Was seeing patients and everything, prescribing medicine. People were feeling all right. They was getting better. Nobody died, which is the crazy part about this. So I don't know, man. You know what? This is wild, man. It is wild. Ladies and gentlemen, man, that is the flag on the play for this Friday, July 10th. Man, hopefully you enjoyed that. I did. So it is what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead. Let's get this thing rock and roll because we want to get into the locker room talk, man, and talk about rosters. And
this is Locker Room Talk.
Yo, we in Locker Room Talk right now, man, here on the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. And this came up across my feed last night. And the feed, it came up from College Football Report. And the title is Most Experienced Rosters in College Football Based on Snap Count according to the 2026 season. And I'm looking at the list, and you're looking at 1 through 10 on the list. I'm gonna give it to you based on snap count. You got Virginia at number 1, Texas Tech number 2, Oklahoma State at number 3, Ole Miss number 4, Houston number 5, UCLA number 6, Texas A&M number 7, Indiana number 8, Auburn number 9, Vanderbilt number 10. I look at this, and the reason why I'm talking about this is simply because of the fact that there are people who look at what Indiana did. Like, Indiana is like the lightning rod for a lot of things, right? You look at a lot of people and look at what Indiana did, right? And a lot of people are like, well, Indiana had one of the oldest rosters in college football last year, and Indiana did this. They were able to win football games. They were able to do this, and they were able to do that, and all type of stuff like that. And it had me interested in thinking that now, like, when you look at this, like, is this a metric that we actually need to start looking at when it comes to it? Now, this metric is not about talent per se. It's actually not about talent at all. It's just really about this team having this amount of experience returning guys that have played at least snaps on a football team and things of that nature. I asked the question and I say, like, does this matter? Like, is this something that is going to matter moving forward in college football? Like, we used to look at it from the talent perspective, or like, what team is more talented? You know, you look at the blue chip ratio of a team. All right, if this team's blue chip ratio is above this number, they have this percent, they have this amount, this percentage chance in order to potentially win a national championship. What you look at? You should look at blue chip ratio. And majority of the time, teams that were over 50% compete for national championships, but in order to win, most of the teams were probably 75, 80 in that range. Most of the teams that won were in that range. Now, there were some exceptions. We had some teams that were below that number, that were just over 50%, right at 60%, and won national championships. But most of the time, a lot of those teams that won national championships with blue chip ratios was somewhere around that 75, 80% mark. But the question I want to ask is, does a metric like this replace that? Does the metric like the most returning snaps in college football, does that replace a blue chip ratio and a talent, which blue chip basically measures the talent and the star rating of guys that are on your team? I don't know, bro, because I still think talent is important. I still think you need talent in order to win. Now, you do need some of those guys that can come in and backfill those positions that are great depth pieces on a team. You do need that. Don't get it twisted. Don't get me twisted on that. You do need that on your football team. But which one is more important in the era of NIL? I would probably say that they both are just as equally important. You want to go get talent that has played a lot of snaps in college football, which is why a lot of guys coming from G6 schools will be hot commodities for a lot of P4 schools coming up. You know, like, don't get twisted. There are a lot of guys that are in G4, that are in G6 programs, G5 programs, that have talent to play at the P4 level, right? A lot of guys that have the talent to play. What separates them from guys who go the P4 route and end up sitting on the bench for a year or two, and these guys who are highly rated guys coming out of high school, what separates those guys from that guy or that guy or that set of guys is the fact that they actually play college football. It's that they have actual reps. They actually have things. So when you actually can watch a guy on film and see exactly what this guy does, and if you have an eye for football and you can basically sit there and be like, all right, this can translate well here, that is a lot more valuable than going off of a star rating from a guy that came out of high school who has not played significant snaps or has not played a snap at all at the P4 level. That's just my opinion. You know, that's my opinion on it. So I think I use that caveat by saying I think both are important, but I'm gonna mix it up like this: get talent from the G6 level that has played a lot of snaps, which is why I think that's gonna be the hot commodity moving forward in college football, in my opinion. You can disagree with me, or you can agree with me if not. J Mim said, man, Indiana played tough, smart, and they had a plan for each play of each down. They were very detailed and worked together well. Agree. Took it right out of my mouth. I was gonna go on this whole roundabout way of saying that. You just put it in a very simple format. You know, I agree with you on that. You know, and part of this too has to do with coaching. And I think that statement right there basically says that the coach is the reason why. Like, when you have a coach, the team puts on the persona of their coach. And when you talk about at the end of the day, you said they were very detailed and worked together. Curt Cignetti is a very detailed guy. When you listen to him talk, what do you talk about? You talk about being process oriented and being detailed. What do you talk about? That's it. And when you're process oriented and when you're detailed, what you do is you take a lot of the guesswork or a lot of the what ifs out of the game, right? If you plan for everything, like if you can plan for every single scenario or every single scenario you can think of, you take a lot of the what ifs out of the game. That's what Curt Cignetti did. Now, granted, Curt Cignetti had a more seasoned, experienced roster to go along with it, but when you compare that with him as a coach and the coaches that he had around him, it just blew up. You know, it was just bound to happen. I mean, you saw his first year at Indiana. They made the college football playoff his first year at Indiana, went to Penn State and lost, you know, and people were doubting them then, you know, because I think they were undefeated or had lost only one game to that point or something of that nature. And people were like, Indiana, I don't believe it. He comes back the next season, goes undefeated and win a national championship by having that same philosophy. Now, granted, he had Fernando Mendoza, who was a guy that was kind of like undervalued by a lot of people. You know, Fernando Mendoza came to Auburn. He was with Cal and beat Auburn. You know, I'm just saying, he's quarterback that beat Auburn. You know, you just kind of undervalued in the system. You know, in the portal by a lot of people. There's a lot of people that see it, but also having coaches that have the eye for seeing guys and seeing the talent, and seeing how that can translate. Which is why I think having G6 guys at the level that have talent and having snaps, coaches that can watch that film, or having scouts that are associated with those programs that understand film and understand exactly what it is that they are looking for, is very imperative, because a head coach and coordinators and all of them can't watch all that tape. They can't do that. It's impossible. I mean, you got lives, you got families, you got kids. That's what you got to do. And you have to have people around you that are able to see what it is, the vision it is that you put as the head man, that understands that vision, understands what you want, position wise, understanding what you're looking for in a player, understanding doing all that stuff. Guys that can look at that and be like, all right, I'm looking at this kid right here. I'm seeing the measurables match what we want. I'm seeing what his long run, his top end speed is. I'm seeing how he plays in the fight. I'm describing a particular position. Like if you're playing quarterback, I'm seeing him with the kick step, at left tackle. I'm seeing him with the scoop step. I'm seeing him being able to get out of breaks as a wide receiver. I'm seeing him be able to get the top of receivers as a DB. I'm seeing him with hand placement, not being a guy that's able to commit pass interferences at the DB. I'm seeing a linebacker that doesn't take too many false steps. I'm seeing a wide receiver that doesn't take a false step or doesn't get jammed off the line. I'm seeing a running back that doesn't take false steps. I'm seeing a quarterback that is risk averse, that understands that I need to protect the football and plan for the next play, not trying to get everything all at once. There's just different things when you're looking as a scout and stuff like that you look at and just be like, this is the type of guy that we can have on our team and things of that nature, man. But I don't know, man. I look at it and that's the reason why I think that the scouting part of this is going to be more important moving forward when you look at it. Because you can have a bunch of experience on a football team. You can definitely have that. But if you don't have that with the right players, you're just going to be in the same situation that you are in. It's not going to work out. J Money comes back and said, it seems extreme, but intense focus. It's literally having a warrior's mindset and purpose in what you do. If you make a mistake, which most teams do, you cook against yourself. Okay? I like it, man. He comes back and says, man, playing Indiana is like playing a game of stare. If you blink game on that's funny. That's actually pretty good. That's actually kind of true. It is. It's pretty good, man. But I gotta parallel this some kind of way to Auburn. Auburn is in this top 10. Let's just be real about this, man. And I'm gonna make some connections to Indiana. I am. First, I'm gonna start at the top. Start at the top with the head coach. Curt Cignetti talks about being a process-driven guy, detail-oriented guy. What have we heard from Alex Bush this year? This offseason, Alex Bush has said he wants to be elite. Process-driven, detail-oriented is where it is. And as I've stated before, when you are detail-oriented, when you are process-driven, you take out a lot of the what-ifs of how game can be determined. That's what you do. When you plan for what potentially could happen, there is nothing in a game that can surprise you. When you plan for every scenario, there is nothing that will happen in the game that will surprise you. And Alex Golich is the type of coach that strikes me as doing that. I'm not saying he's Curt Cignetti, but what I'm saying is he strikes me as the type of coach that does that. You look at what Curt Cignetti did when he got to Indiana first, when he got to Indiana from JMU. He brought 14, 15 players over with him from JMU to Indiana. Alex Golich brought over 13 players from USF. They have been in the system for a number of times. I'm not sitting here saying Auburn is going to win the national championship this year. I'm not sitting here saying that. But what I am saying is, if we are going to put a lot of credence or a lot of weight into coaches bringing over players and having guys that are familiar with the system, and those guys having actually played a lot of football, then I would actually put Auburn up anything and be like, Auburn is a team that you need to look out for. I'm not saying Auburn will win 9-10 games. I'm just saying Auburn could potentially have a great season. Auburn hasn't won over 6 games in the past 6 years. So if you win 7 or 8, that's great. That's great. That's a winning season for us. You know what I'm saying? That's a winning season for Auburn football, if that happens. So you look at it from that perspective, man, and things stuff like that, man. With this list may really be measuring who didn't get poached in the portal or by the NFL, more than who's good. I can see that. It could be more about a retention strategy, is what it is. It could literally be more about what teams did in order to retain guys and being able to pay that money. Or it could be what I said earlier, guys, teams going to the G5, G6 level and find the guys who have played a lot of football that match what you want to do. It could be that, you know. You look at Auburn's roster, man. You brought up Joe Simmons. You bring Joe Simmons up from JMU, who was a starting tackle for a playoff team last year. Do you agree with them being in the playoffs or not? JMU was a playoff team last year that went to Oregon and played really tough against Oregon. You know, they did what they could. He was, and when you watch the tape of Joe Simmons against that Oregon defense, he held his own against a Power 4 defense. You know, with Dan Lanning, who has been underneath, who's been at Georgia, who's been at Alabama, who's been with Kirby Smart and Saban, a guy that's considered to be a defensive-minded coach. You know, Joe Simmons he held his own against that defense. So, I mean, you look at that and you say, like, are there a lot of Joe Simmonses out there that can come up and play? I believe that there are some guys out there that can play. Carmelo O'Neal was at Mercer, bro. Carmelo O'Neal was at Mercer, 6'4", defensive back, played a lot of football in college. Now he's at the University of Alabama and potentially is going to be in the rotation at Alabama as a DB. You know, potentially he could be in the 2D, you know, and stuff of that nature. So I'm sitting here looking at it and saying, like, there are guys out like that. Brandon Atkins, who's the quarterback at Mercer. You know, he is now at a P4 school. I can't remember what school he's at right now, but he's at a P4 school right now. And when you saw him play, when you saw Brandon Atkinson play, you look at it and you be like, yo, this kid has a skill set of playing at the P4 level, which is good. So you are a lot of talent. Another one, there's the cornerback from South Alabama, bro. Cornerback from South Alabama that was like the top cornerback in the Sun Belt. It was definitely top two, top three cornerback in the Sun Belt. And played against Auburn. Played very, very well against Auburn. Next thing you know, he's at Florida State this year. He's going to be playing for Florida State this year, particularly starting for Florida State. Got a very nice NIL to go play at Florida State. So I'm just sitting here saying, like, there are guys that are in the G6. So I think this is more about the evaluation of trying to go find guys that have the ability, that have played a lot of football, that match the measurables, that have the measurables, played a lot of football, and match what you want to do for whatever position that you're recruiting for. But yeah, I look at this picture and I just be like, yeah, man, I think this is something that potentially could that you could look at in the future and just be like, yeah, you know, the number of snaps that are returning and going into the season should have some credence to it. Now, if one of these top 10 teams, I'm gonna bring it up again so I can have it in front of me. If one of these top 10 teams, Virginia Tech, Texas, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, Houston, UCLA, Texas A&M, Indiana, Auburn, Vanderbilt, if one of those top 10 teams win the national championship, then I think a list like this or a metric like this is going to be looked at a lot more close, you know, than in previous years, you know, because you had Indiana do it last year, and then if one of those top 10 teams this year, you're going to be looking at it and saying, oh, well, maybe we do need to figure out a way of getting that retention or finding those guys that have played a lot of football and getting them on our team to help win football games. Do I think one of those top 10 teams have the opportunity to win the national championship this year? Yeah. I think Indiana has a good shot. I do. What does Texas Tech look like? Even though you look at what Texas Tech did and they roster, Texas Tech had a lot of guys on their roster. They lost Lee Hunter, they lost Bello Height, they lost Jacob Rodriguez on the defense side of football. But they retooled over it. That defense is still gonna be good. Now, of course, we all know the Brandon Source situation. Who's gonna be the quarterback there? You know, I think the quarterback that they are saying that potentially could be the guy is coming off of an ACL injury from last season. So how does that look? You know, and things of that nature. What does Ole Miss look like? You know, Ole Miss make a run in the SEC and end up being in the college football playoff again and potentially going to a national championship game. That's the 21 seconds away from getting a national championship game last year. Virginia, like, people sleep on Virginia, bro. Like, people be sleeping on Virginia, bro. Virginia had a really good team last year, bro. Virginia had a really good team last year. Really decent team last year. Virginia had. If I'm not mistaken, let me take a look at that because I think it was Virginia that played in that game against Miami on the road, where Miami lost at the final whistle because the receiver caught the ball, but he caught it out of bounds. I believe that's what it was, if my memory serves me correctly. No, it was not Virginia. Well, who was that? Who did they play? Was it Virginia? No, it was Virginia Tech. I'm getting my Virginia schools mixed up. It was Virginia Tech is who it was. What was Virginia's record last year? I'm getting Virginia Tech and Virginia mixed up. What was Virginia's record last year? 2025 record for Virginia. What was their record? Ooh, man, I should know this, man. (11-3). Virginia was 11-3. I knew it. I knew they had a really good team. It was 11-3, 7-1 in the conference. That's right. And they played Duke in the conference championship game. I remember that. It's like, oh yeah, Virginia had a really good team last year. You know, so with what Virginia has coming back and what they have on the list, with them being number one on this list, is Virginia a team to watch in the ACC this year? It's a great question, man. I don't know. But it is going to be interesting to see exactly how this plays out, man. So this is a metric to watch out for. I'll just say this. If one of those top 10 teams win the national championship this year, if one of them does, if one of them win the national championship this year, then a metric like this, most experienced rosters in college football based on snap count, will be something that we would definitely be looking at going into the 2027 season. Moving forward, man. Jermaine Mills said Bama is gearing up for the 2027 portal and retention. But it has the 2027 recruiting class looking not so hot. Yeah, 27 class ain't looking good right now, my guy. It ain't looking good. But hey, it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist, man. 53 minutes after the hour. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this thing up and get you ready for a great weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist. Good morning to you.
Yeah. You know what's going on? What? Still posted, still solid, still here. On my block. We don't sleep, we survive. No shit. On my block, yeah, the sun don't shine right. Nah. Long days, long nights, gotta grind right. Stay strapped, eyes open, that's life. Stay ready. If you slip one time, you can lose it all twice. Facts. On my block, where the real ones stand tall. 10 toes down, yeah, we answer that call. Yeah. From the corner to the stove, yeah, I seen it all. Had to learn real young, I can't trust y'all. Nah. Wake up early, hear the sirens in the distance. Woo. Same block, same pain, same mission. Mama praying, saying, son, just keep your distance. Amen. But the streets got a way of pulling you in it. Facts. Posted on the corner where the lines get crossed. Where the wrong word said, get your lifeline lost. OG told me, boy, count every cost. Cause the fat money come, but it leave you lost. Gotta pack, tuck low, gotta move real smooth. The faith that you see ain't really your crew. Seen boys turn rats, seen kings turn food. That's the code of the block, better play by the rules. Play right. On my block, yeah, the sun don't shine right. Nah. Long days, long nights, gotta grind right. Stay strapped, eyes open, that's life. Stay ready. If you slip one time, you can lose it all twice. Facts. On my block, where the real ones stand tall. 10 toes down, yeah, we answer that call. Yeah. From the corner to the stove, yeah, I seen it all. Had to learn real young, I can't trust y'all. Nah. Step on the block, yeah, I came with pressure. Hardcore, mind sharp, gotta move more clever. Locked in. Ain't no love in the streets, no fear better, none. Either you eat or you starve, I'ma grind forever. Let's go. Talk slick, get checked, that's word on the curb. Check it, see too many bodies laid out on the curb. Don't speak on nothing, I just move and observe. But I keep the vibe
close, let it spark if I'm served. Day shift, night shift, I don't ever clock out. No rain, sleet, snow, I'm still running that route. They ain't built for the pressure, they gon' fold, they gon' doubt. I was raised in the storm, but to find my way out. Every scar got a story, every move got a reason. I done seen summer nights turn cold like the season, so I stay 10 down, ain't switching to leave it. Never Memphis, me or you, best believe I'm breathing. On God, on my block, yeah, the sun don't shine right. No. Long days, long nights, gotta grind right. Grind, stay strapped, eyes open, that's life, stay ready.
SEC football fans, this is your channel. Every Tuesday, it's time for SEC Season Live, the most interactive SEC football experience on the planet. Live chat voting, hot takes, weekly rankings, real debate, and you help drive the conversation live on air. Then, every Thursday, hit the reset button with lunch breaks, your lunch break destination for real SEC football talk. Reactions, storylines, and unfiltered opinions from across the conference. If it matters in the SEC, it matters here. Subscribe now to @SEC Season, and don't just watch the conversation, be a part of the show.
Don't be shy, hit subscribe, because this is the best playlist in your ears. It's the Pregame Playlist.
Some nights turn to legends.
Now we shining up. Every loss turn to pressure, man. Now the whole team going federal. Chain swing when I move through. Same pain turn to new fuel. Took a risk, made a lane. Now then, now the whole world see the view. I don't sleep, I just chase it. Real life, no fake it. Yeah. If I said it, then I meant it. Now the dream looking space. We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit deep, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass roll. We outside on the summer run. No breaks now, we ain't never done. Hands up high when the moon come. We the ones, yeah. We the ones, yeah. Yeah. Came from nothing, I feel different. Same hunger, just a bigger vision. Every move got intention now, no luck. Yeah, we really live it. 808 hit like a heartbeat. Whole crowd jumping to the same beat. If you feel it, let the hands rise. It's a moment, not a plan B. We don't fall, we don't panic. Turn losses into advantage. Yeah. Every summer we leveling up. Now the vibe feels cinematic.
We came too far now.
Far now,
Can't slow down, no way.
no way.
All this pressure make diamonds.
Diamond.
Now we shining all day.
We outside in the night mode. City lights got my soul froze. Bass hit deep, make the time slow. Whole world move when that bass roll.
You are locked in to the pregame. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pregame Playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. We are about to get up out of here, man. This is show number 10 for the Pregame Playlist, man. New morning experience here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. We thank y'all so much, man. All of you all that watch us live, all of you all that watch us on the rewatch, and all of you all that comment during the show, all of you all that have just been a part of it, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. We're gonna keep going, man. This is show number 10 of the pregame playlist, and a lot more to go. We getting ready to get this thing ramped up because the sports season is about to start, man. We about to get into NFL training camp. I believe next Friday we get into NFL training camp. Of course, college football training camp starts at the beginning of August. College football season. We got the MLB playoffs coming up. Then, of course, basketball season will be starting in October. And the pregame playlist, we will be here for all of it, man. All the way, man. We will be here every morning to help get your morning started. Your morning, your sports, your playlist here on the pregame playlist, man. We want to have a great time. My job, as I always say, is to make sure that your morning starts off right. And that you have a great morning, man. So we appreciate y'all so much, man, for continuing to rock with us here at the pregame playlist, always, as all times, man. Thank you so much, man, for all of you all for rocking with us, man. We appreciate you so much. Shout out to our guy Tez in the chat. Said, good morning, my people. What's up, Tez, man? What's going on? Said he's at 10 down, a bazillion to go. Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all go over there, y'all subscribe to SEC. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Y'all need to go subscribe to SEC Season YouTube channel because my guy Tez, bro, my bro, he cooking some stuff up for y'all. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to be a part of it because Tez changing the game out here. I'm telling y'all, he's changing the game, man. As always, man, we appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to J Mims in the chat. Shout out to Big Sarge, man. Big Sarge, man, salute to you, my guy. Man, always rocking with us. Cookie Beard, salute to you, my guy, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with me in the chat, man. I thank y'all so much, man. We appreciate you, man. As y'all know, man, I always try to give a quote of the day before I get up out of this thing. And I just feel like, you know, a lot of these quotes I try to give or be inspirational, or they just try to be good just to make you think about something throughout the day. And this quote is going to come from one of the most prolific poets and authors in the history of America. It goes by, it's from none other than Maya Angelou. And I'm trying to say it as if Maya Angelou is saying it. Maya Angelou said, like, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget you made them feel. I'm going to say that one more time. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. You all have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend. We will be back here Monday morning to get your week and your morning started off right with the pregame playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, you all be good. You all be blessed. You all stay fresh. We appreciate you so much. We'll see you Monday morning. Peace.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.